Welcome to Scrum for Small Business, where we use real Scrum practices to help real small businesses build systems, improve transparency, and grow without the chaos. Last week, we introduced you to a major challenge. Africana International needs an improved back-end system to manage sales and inventory. This week, we're taking action. Enny and her siblings are on a mission to either improve the system they have or find a better one. Let's get into it.
As product owner, I knew we needed to explore a few different options before making a big decision about switching our back-end system. I planned to work with my sister and brother to scout new vendors, but I also knew we needed more information about our current vendor first. Are we under contract? If so, when does it end? Will there be a cancellation fee? These legal and financial questions had to be answered before we could move forward. So we created 6 Jira tickets to guide the work. One ticket was to gather contract details, things like contract terms, end dates, and potential penalties. 2, one ticket was to contact our current vendor to ask if they'd be willing to build the missing features. 3 to 5, 3 tickets were to scout new vendors and gather pros and cons for each. 6, and finally, a ticket to document what our current system does well and what we wish it could do better. This way, we're gathering the right data about both our needs and our options so we can make the best decision possible for the business.
Well done, Enny. From a Scrum Master perspective, this was a great example of using transparency and inspection to manage a complex decision. When I reviewed the 6 Jira tickets the team created, I noticed that 2 tickets could be worked on right away. One to gather contract details about our current vendor, things like contract end dates, cancellation penalties, and legal terms. The other was to document what the current system does well and what we wish it could do better. That documentation ticket became the highest priority because it needed to be done before the team scouted new vendors or contacted the current one about improvements. So here's what I did. I set the documentation tickets to the highest priority in the sprint backlog so the team saw it first. Then I linked the other 3 scouting tickets and the ticket to contact the current vendor as blocked by the documentation ticket. Why? Because scouting is more effective when you have a clear checklist of what you need. We didn't want the team guessing or forgetting key features. We wanted them to work from a solid list. As Scrum Master, I'm always listening for opportunities to prioritize smartly and to create connections between work items so that the team can inspect what's happening and adapt effectively.
As an agile coach, I saw this as an opportunity to support adaptation through automation. Once Vivian set up the blocking relationships between tickets, I recommended we build a Jira automation to handle this process automatically in future sprints. The automation we're building will do this. When the documentation ticket is marked done, the system will automatically update the forward link tickets to show they are now unblocked. This helps maintain transparency at scale. And I know this won't be the last time we have dependencies like this. That's why we're creating workflows that allow the team to focus on delivering value, not manually managing ticket statuses. It's all about making inspection easier and adaptation faster, and automation helps make that possible. All right, you got the scoop. Will the current vendor agree to build what the team needs? Will one of the new vendors offer a better solution? We'll fill you in on all of that next week. And yes, the Akara recipe is still in the product backlog. We'll update you on that in a future sprint. That's it for this week's episode of Scrum for Small Business. Remember, transparency is how we see, inspection is how we learn, and adaptation is how we grow. Keep seeing, keep learning, keep growing. Until next time.